Fix your hat. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to the Blockchain Brew Show. The Brew Crew is coming in the house to bring you the alpha today. We're working hard on all this computer savvy stuff all day for you guys, so we're excited to go over it with you. Don't you guys forget, I got the golden thumb today, guys, so smash that like button. Not down, but up. No, not down, but up. That's what we like. Smash it. Sorry. Let's really get into smashing. And I knocked my mic over. And we got the bell. The decorative bell. We want to ring it. It looks like a bell from like the steampunk era. It's very decorative. Amazon's finest of all bells they offer. So I had to take advantage of that opportunity. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I got Diamond Knot Brewery out of Mukilteo, Washington. Kid Dogtown Collection. Yeah, buddy. Look at the art on that can. It is looking fine. It's a hazy IPA artist series. It says, Starry Nunez, better known for Saints, is known for his old school b-boy characters. The streets of LA exposed Saints to the graffiti culture, inspiring him to take his creation to the next level. Saints' goal with art is to generate a sense of nostalgia while keeping his masterpieces funky and fresh. We're rocking about 7 points.
Not funky and fresh.
Yeah, funky fresh. Funky fresh. Alcohol volume 6.7%. 1 pint. Diamond Knot Brewery. Let me pop this open. Brewery. Oof, that was rich. Trent, you hear that?
Yeah.
Oh, I love the fruity hops, man. I can smell it right now and I can enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy this one. Let me get up in front of the camera and get a nice good pour. There you go. You guys like that shirt? Here we go. It goes better with this. I got the MAGA shirt on. I got the MAGA mug. It's going good. I'm not as good as poor as Trent. Clearly, I got about 2 fingers on the bottom. we're gonna wait while we let it breathe a little bit because I still got like 90% of like inflation going on in my in my can. All right,
bro.
But it smells great, man. It smells like.
Well,
I don't know. It smells good though. I'm trying some music too, Trent, where we are rocking and rolling. Just something mild.
Give it a quick taste for us. I mean, I know all you got is head, but
head. All right. Hey, I'm gonna drink it out of the can so we don't get the head. Joke's on you. I don't like head. It's okay. He likes Taylor Swift, so.
Hey, did you see my shirt in that video?
No, I try not to look. I just have like this habit of like whenever like Taylor Swift's in there, my mind automatically just turns to like a white screen wherever her face is at. Like I don't even notice it anymore.
Well, what I've got brewing today is I've actually got something distilling.
Molly, let's go. I don't fall in love with. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. It's too hurtful.
So, what I have brewing today is I've actually got something distilling. today. And that's a little bit of a pun because I'm bringing Blanton's original single barrel bourbon. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I'm just going to put a splash of it, literally like, under an ounce, because I'm about to go have some drinks with somebody here in a little bit. And, I don't want to drink a whole beer before I go.
That's why he's got to save some room.
Yeah, I got to save some room. Yep, exactly. So, a little backstory behind Blanton's. Like I said, it's the original single barrel bourbon. I don't know if I can say it's the original, but that's how it brands itself. In Buffalo Trace Distillery in the late 80s, early 90s, it might be. The master distiller, Elmer T. Lee, made this in honor of Robert Blanton, who was there at Buffalo Trace Distillery. Buffalo Trace Distillery is over 200 years old, by the way. It's actually older than the founding of the United States by a couple years. It's there in Kentucky and uses the limestone Kentucky water.
You know how old the United States is going to be next year? Any guesses?
Year? No.
Significant number.
No.
250.
Nice. Okay.
250. A first quarter century next year. I'm going to get me a hat.
Well, cheers to that. So, this is coming in at 93 proof, 46.5%. And this is single barrel, meaning that it's not a blend. It came directly from one barrel. So that means that every single barrel bourbon that you get, even if it's the same brand, it might be just slightly different because they're all coming from different barrels. So rather than having a blend of bourbons, same batch but coming from a bunch of different barrels blended, you're more likely to get more consistency across it. So anyways, I'm gonna, with Blanton's, people like to collect all of these toppers. Topper, I don't even know her. So people like all of these toppers are a little bit different, and they all have a different letter right here.
How many toppers do you have?
I only have 2.
Wait, this brand is over 250 years old, and each topper is a different letter. But how can that be if there's only 23 letters?
Buffalo Trace.
They're doing
Buffalo
different
Trace
alphabets.
Distillery is over 200 years old. Blanton's is only 20 or 30 years old.
Well, I figure one letter a year, you'd still run out of letters.
Well, there's only 7 toppers. Yeah.
Well, 7 toppers at 23 letters.
It spells Blanton's. It doesn't use every letter in the alphabet. It just spells Blanton's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they always make a new topper every couple of years?
No. Once you collect all 7 toppers, they'll send you a little placard to display them or whatever. This one's a T for T Square.
That's right. I was thinking about going by Mr. T, but I felt like that was copyrighted.
So, I'm just gonna measure this out a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna go under an ounce right there.
You should do 2 fingers.
Like a 2-ounce shot glass. So, I'm just doing enough to taste it. That's all.
You should do a shot glass that uses a shotgun shell.
That's it. Just enough to taste. And, Blanton's is sweet.
Blanton's sweet? Sounds like a guy to me.
It's sweet on the front and it's nutty on the finish. Like Peanut. Not Peanut the squirrel, but I don't know what Peanut the squirrel tastes like. But yeah, there you go. So before we get into the charts, I'm gonna pull up our tool here that we're partnering with.
They don't know that. You should tell them.
What do you mean?
Nobody knows.
We talked about it.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, last week.
No, you should talk about it again.
So I'll pull up our tool here that we're partnering with. We had a great conversation with Greg last week, and
Greg the cyborg.
we got some ongoing conversations to have. Right now, he's extended the free period on this. It's completely free for the next. I just saw it a minute ago. It's like 26 more days. So, guys, you can make an account and you can get this completely free for the next 26 days. After that, he's going to charge like $9.99. That's what he has it right now. He could change that. He's in beta, very much like, working this out. And we're really excited to be, kind of like the first testers here. The pioneers.
And not just that, guys. We have not seen anything like this tool before. Yeah. It is a game changer, depending on how you use it. I'm so excited to try it out and play around with it throughout this bull run, because it's going to show some wicked stats.
Heck yeah. So, hey, we're excited to grow with it. So
thank you, Greg.
Thank you, Greg. So right here, we see market sentiment. We've got 32 bullish coins, 68 bearish coins in the top 100. And by bullish or bearish, it just means it's down for the day, okay? We've got AI-generated market analysis. Let me refresh that and see what it comes up with. The cryptocurrency market shows a slight bearish trend, with major assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum experiencing minor losses, suggesting a lack of strong buying momentum amid high bearish sentiment at 68%. However, the gains in smaller coins like Caspa and Pudgy Penguins indicate pockets of opportunity, hinting at potential rotation into altcoins as traders seek better returns. The Fear and Greed Index at 65 suggests that while there is greed in the market, caution is warranted due to overall bearish pressure and the current moon phase indicating potential volatility. So, total crypto market cap coming in at $3 trillion even. Bitcoin dominance at 63.83%. 24-hour volume coming in at 68.92 billion. And ETH dominance coming in at 7.35%. Top gainers for the last 24 hours. Caspa coming in at 9.01%. Shout out to the Caspa. What do they call themselves? The Caspians? The Caspa crew? Shout out to the Caspa community. Even though I don't really like this coin, shout out to the holders and congrats on being up 9% in the day. We got Pengu coming in at 8.99% and Virtual coming in at 4.86%. Top losers for the last 24 hours. What is WAL?
Walrus?
Oh, probably. Down 10% for the day. Jasmy down 6% for the day. And ENA, I think that's Athena, right? Coming in at, or down at 5.81% for the day. Beyond that,
I can't believe Walrus is in the top 100. It's almost kind of scammy. It's only been out for since March.
Yeah, that is Walrus.
What is Walrus? It's only been out for like 2 months.
I mean, it's got to be a meme coin.
Another scammy meme coin.
Yeah. So I'll come over here to AI analysis, and we will analyze a coin real quick. What coin should I do?
You should do Crow.
Crow. Got you. Let's see here. Go to the cryptocurrencies page and select coin, CRO. I'm going to snap a picture of Why is it doing that to me? Let's see here. Oh. I don't know why it's not showing me this chart. Well, let's try looking at Bitcoin, see if it does me any different. Okay. All right. It wants to give me that one. You know what? I'm going to go to the 4-hour. Let me go to the 1 hour, actually. Why not? I'm going to go to the 1 hour, snap a picture of that, download image, and I will come scroll down here, and I'm going to click trade setup because that's what I want the AI to give me. And select file, download today at 7:18 a.m. p.m. I mean, I'm going to come down here. I'm going to say risk appetite moderate, time frame. I'm going to go short term, and trading style. I'm going to go day trading.
Day trading.
I want some trend analysis, support and resistance, moving average crossovers, golden and death cross, MACD histogram, volume profile, harmonic patterns, head and shoulders reversal patterns, Bollinger Bands, volatility channels, RSI divergence, momentum shifts, trend channels, and I'm going to leave Fibonacci and Elliott waves alone because I personally do not really care. I'm going to give it some additional notes, and I'm going to say, I want to know if I should stay out of a long right now. I am concerned that BTC may have to come back down to the 21 EMA at about 91. And I don't want to get wrecked on a long right now. Analyze chart. And you gotta let her do her thing. You can't rush her.
Wait, which coin are you looking at?
Rush her? I don't even know. I'm looking at BTC because when I tried to look at Crow, it wasn't wanting to. I don't know. It wasn't wanting to give me the chart.
Crow's not a top 100 coin.
What? Yeah, it
No, I'm
is.
just kidding. Jeez.
Oh. So here we go.
Top 41.
We've got long setup number 1. Entry at $95,500 with a stop at $94,500. Take profit at $97,500. Risk reward ratio coming in at a 2. Rationale: enter on a pullback toward the support level, targeting a rebound to recent highs. Long setup number 2. Entry at $96,200. I was actually looking at that myself. Entry at $96,200. Stop loss at 95. Take profit at 98. Risk reward ratio 1.8. Rationale: buy on a breakout above minor resistance, targeting continuation to new highs. Long setup number 3. Entry 94,000, stop loss 93,000, take profit 96,000. I don't know if I like how all of these are nice round numbers. You got to take this and sort of obviously bring it to your own chart and make your own adjustments based on your own research, right?
Yeah.
Now, I will say I am curious. Like, I tried uploading my own chart once, and it didn't really like that. Maybe it's just still being worked out. I wonder if that would make any difference. I also wonder down here in these additional notes, if I gave it like a paragraph of information, right? I wonder if, input output, you give it more, it gives you more. Because, that's true with ChatGPT and any AI model really. Then we've got some short setups, entry coming in at 96.8 with a stop at 97.5, take profit at 95.5, risk reward ratio 1.86. Short setup. Number 2, entry 97, stop at 97.8, take profit 95.8, risk reward ratio 1.5. Short setup number 3, 95.8, with a stop at 96.5, take profit at 94.5, with a risk reward ratio of 1.86. So there we go. Risk assessment. The current market conditions present potential for both long and short trades. However, given potential retracement toward the 21 EMA, short setups may have slightly better probability in the short term. Keep trades small and watch for confirmation signals. So there you go. I mean, like anything, it's input output, and you've got to take it to your own chart and adjust it based on your own research. What are you thinking, Tyler?
I was thinking that I couldn't log into Chart Analyzer, and I don't know if it's because I swore I put the right password in like 3 or 4 times. I was like, why is it not letting me log in? So then I tried a bunch of different passwords, and then I tried to password reset it, but I was unsuccessful in going to the next page. So there's a few bugs to work out, and probably my fault because I can't remember my password. So, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a useful tool. I really do, and I think at the end of the day, it's going to be able to take that human aspect out of it and be able to learn from the charts. Because sometimes it's like, hey, I just want to know the average of whatever's going on and my probabilities. That way, I can kind of educate myself on understanding what I'm looking at, I guess you could say, because a lot of times with charts and trying to learn is you either find tutorials online where you can't really, if you're looking at a setup from 4 years ago, you know what I'm trying to say, and you're like, I wish there was more modern information, or you can watch a streamer who's talking about it for that hour. And I think a lot of people want continuous learning, like, okay, well, let's watch this setup play out. Okay, it didn't play out. Why didn't it play out? And have somebody be like, bam, 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 and constantly give feedback. And with this chart analyzer, I think it's going to help a lot of people study and learn and have self-growth, especially with all these newcomers coming into this space, and it takes out a lot of the dependability.
Yeah, I agree.
Trent.
Yes.
I see mad bearish divergence on Bitcoin.
What time frame?
The 24
minute.
Yeah, I see this right here, and it was actually kind of hidden, to be honest with you. You see it? It's pointing away, pointing up, which showed a drop. Showed a droppity drop. Now I don't know how far it's going to drop. I mean, it's starting to look like it's starting to bottom out.
Well, yeah, that looks like it's played out.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying like future, like if you could have seen that, it stopped having that television, not television, but
yeah,
what's that vision? Tunnel vision. Not having tunnel vision, you could have foreseen that, being like, come on, break the all-time high, you can do it. And then a trader sits back, and we're still all working this much sales, and been like, wonder why it's not breaking through and it's just smashing it. Let's take a bigger outlook on everything going on. And another thing that we have going for is the CME gap is up here at 97,100. So I was also on the 6 minute just now, and the 6 minute actually shows slightly bullish divergence coming in right here. And granted, it's 6 minutes, so I mean that could be all it is, but
sure,
maybe not. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah.
Kind of have to wait and see how everything else is going. On the 12-minute, we still haven't filled that gap. We got almost like a double bottom down here. 6 minutes, this time frame doesn't show the divergence. I think it's starting to fade out. I mean, it's very close to say that's divergence. It's kind of a stretch, but technically it's still there. But how strong of it is, it's not super strong. But we have a double bottom right here, green dot forming up, VWAP coming up, strength coming up. They're saying that we're oversold, but we're still coming up, or overbought, but we're still coming up. Another thing that's really interesting too is that if we only come up a little bit on the blue oscillator wave to come back down, we kind of start building that Jesus take the wheel pattern where you kind of get, let's see, I'm going to try to make believe it. You kind of get like another head, and then you could get that shoulder to take you up. You know, Jesus take a wheels type style right there in play. And that is possible to help us break above to a new all-time high. Granted, this is just that was a lot of drawings up. The 24-minute, but on longer time frames, you start getting that strength. Now we jump to the 1 hour. The 1 hour is it's been pushed pretty far down, guys. I mean, you can see we got pushed down here. This is the lowest we hit. Then we have the next lowest is right here, and now we're getting like right here. So the blue oscillators are saying it's starting to run out, but the VWAP are not. They're not starting to run out. It thinks it could keep going a little bit or trade sideways, and then the VWAP shrinking, and the money flow is coming back in, but the strength's still coming down. So we might get like what I'm hoping to see is kind of like rounded bottomy. You know, you kind of get that zig, 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 zig. And I'm hoping that's kind of what we end up seeing right here. Because that would be ideal so we can get what we need out of this chart on the 1 hour. The 1 hour has that potential to be able to pull too.
Yeah.
The 4 hour is bearish, guys. I just want to say the money flow volume, the green is like the money flow that people interacting with the Bitcoin network using Bitcoin. And as it gets small, it means there's less transactions being used on the money flow. And then you got the VWAP underneath the zero line, which is bearish. And I always talk about when you start getting these red, green dots, it's kind of like it's unable to make up its mind if it wants to go above anymore. And when it starts not being able to make up its mind, it starts curving down harder and faster. And then we have a red dot previously, and it's saying that's kind of the end of a bullish momentum, which we have a lot right now. And this pattern that we have is not bullish. You know, it doesn't normally play out. I mean, if it does play out the few times it does, where's my paint pen? You know, you might get like you kind of come up, it does its thing, and then it kind of shoots up real quick. That's like style 1. Now style 2 is you kind of trade sideways, kind of go up, and then you kind of dump back down, and then you can get a retest. Or you continue going down, which we don't really know yet what's happening with the information, but it does look like we're going down. So it does look like more like a style 2 type scenario playing out. And which scenario, if that's going to bounce off the support and we could break through the next retest, that would be ideal to see. 12 hour, we got a doji, so it plays hand in hand with the 4 hour, guys. A doji candle, which is when the wicks is, you have a tiny little body and a big wick top going up and a big wick coming down that's even, is a sign of what's the word I'm thinking of, Trent? It's a sign of like loss of momentum. And then another thing that we were just looking at on the 24-minute, if you stretch out the time frame and you kind of can take a bigger look going on, this right here is looking like bearish divergence playing out on a longer time from the 12 hour, which is showing that we are more likely to have some sort of downward price action, right? As well as the green money flow, it looks like it's starting to plateau up here with the VWAP coming to the downside, and the strength, we're at 93, and whenever we're over 80, it's getting to a point of like, whew, gotta take a break. You know, you just sprinted really hard and fast, and like, dude, I need a water break or something, man, because to keep going to get to that last, half a mile, you gotta chill out. and it's kind of like what it is. And you also, if you kind of look at the 12-hour, granted, we still have 9 hours left to really confirm anything, but we have a tiny little doji candle appearing up here, you know, tiny body with the even sized wicks on the top and bottom. Okay. And a lot what Trent points out is, where the heck is the 21? You know, it's way up here. So isn't it, Trent, on your chart, because mine's a little different because I use the MA, but technically doesn't like the 21 like to get pulled back into like the 200, and or the candles follow it too, because the candles want to touch it.
Well, price comes back to the 200. Like even if you're in a confirmed trend, the price will come back and retest the 21 before continuing the trend. So 21 pulling back to the 200, that's like trend reversal territory. So when I talk about the price coming back to the 21, that's just best case scenario.
You're talking about the candles coming down, touching the 200.
Mm-hmm.
But before we get there, we touch the 21, and then we could touch the 200.
No. I'm talking about the candles coming to touch the 21.
Yeah, well, the 21's at 94,000, which is actually not that bearish, I don't think.
Yeah. On
the daily time frame. I mean, I don't know what the 21 is on your end, but on my end, that's what we see.
Yeah.
But on the daily time frame, so it's on the 12 hours, we haven't confirmed bearish divergence. We're close to confirming it. And the 21 on the daily on my end is 90K on the daily.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's technically bearish. I wouldn't say that's bearish, Trent, because I feel like we got up so much so fast. If we come to 90K, I think that is actually a bullish, because if we bounce off that, we didn't go down to 74,000 where we started from, like, 2 weeks ago? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that if we come down and chill out a little bit, you know, I think that's okay. Also, on the what am I on the daily? We have a red dot, which is usually a sign of bullish. It's not closed yet. We have 21 hours left, but that's a sign of bullish momentum ending. And we did have one back here, and we traded sideways. We had doji candle, and they started to give us a little bit more. Now this is not a doji candle, but it could turn a doji candle. Doji, like the Pokemon. I'm just kidding. But that's what I see on BTC. It's what I see on BTC.
Yeah, man. Well, I'll share a little bit. Let's see.
You should look at where the EMA is at on your end.
Yeah.
Where's my mousey?
So over here, coming to the daily chart, the 21 EMA is sitting at $91,700. It will continue to go up, right? You know, before the price, the price won't necessarily come all the way back to that point in order to meet it. If it goes, see, here's what's interesting to me, though. I'm not sure if I see us breaking underneath the top of this bull flag just yet. That's why I drew this red line right here at $95,692. We had this bull flag, and on this candle, 2 days ago, I think this is Wednesday's candle. No, this is Thursday's candle right here. We broke out of this bull flag, out of the top of the range, and then we confirmed the next candle above it as well. So if we come down and retest the top of the flag, I mean, that's only right here, and then maybe we continue to run. Also, on the RSI down here, we're kind of rounding out a little bit at 70, which is nearing overbought territory. However, look what the RSI is capable of doing. You know, even let's say back here, it can peak above it. You know, I don't know. It's hard to say. I would want it to cool off before I would feel good about, like, you know, going into a swing trade on a long that I'm gonna hold for weeks. I definitely, like, RSI being at 70 is not necessarily the time that I want to do that. See, but if we continue breaking out from this bull flag, we can pop up above 70 for some time, and then at that point, a retrace to the flag would still cool us off on the RSI. So I don't know. I don't like how the MACD is sort of rounding a little bit, but it can also pinch here and then keep moving. So on the 4-hour chart, here's what that same flag looks like on the 4-hour. And again, what are we doing? We're you know, the 21 on the 4-hour is coming in right at 96. And if we lose that, we have support at the top of the flag, followed by volume support, and the point of control and the 50 EMA are converging at the same place, which means to me, I'll just tell you what that means to me. I don't know what it means to you, but what it means to me is that that is going to be strong support at $94,450, where the point of control is meeting the 50 EMA. Point of control on the volume profile, meaning if you're above it, the bulls are in control. If you're below it, the bears are in control. So there's that. On the 1-hour, man, look at that. Look at that. What I just drew on the 4-hour, the point of control coming in, converging with the 50 EMA. Well, that same place that I drew, look where it lands when I switch to the 1-hour. It lands at the 200 EMA. The 200 EMA is the line in the sand, and you know, you do not want to break below it. Look what we did back here. We came down and tested the 200 EMA exactly, and bounced very bullishly off of it because we were bullish, right? So, you know, it can always go as low as the 200 EMA, and still be bullish. It just can't start
quick. We don't take any days off here. Monday through Sunday.
Heck yeah. So, you know, I don't know, man. Like, it can always go as low as the 200, and still be bullish.
Can it wick below the 200, but not close?
Yes,
below it?
absolutely. It can also fake you out below the 200 for, you know, for several candles,
and then break back in.
Yes.
Ebadio, what's up, dude?
What's going on?
Let's talk about the trade I made, Ebadio. Yesterday, freaking crushed it.
Ebadio, I brought some Blanton's single barrel bourbon to the brew crew today. Just a splash, because I got somewhere to go here pretty soon. But
I got me some Diamond Knot.
Nice. So, you know, yeah, it can wick below it. It can fake out below it. You know, it just can't start trending underneath it. It starts trending underneath it, like you are in bad territory. But it's just really interesting to me, and I'll show this again just because Evadio just hopped on. You know, you switch to the 4-hour, and I drew this line, I drew this circle because the point of control is converging with the 50 EMA. which means that's going to be strong support. I flip back to the 1 hour, and that circle that I drew happens to be converging with the 200 EMA on the 1 hour. So that price point right there at $94,500 is going to be really important. I don't know if it gets all the way down there, but it's going to be important. Coming down to the 7-minute, and we are fighting with the 21 EMA and the point of control right now. And we come to the 1 minute, and see, we got above the 200 on the 1 minute, which means that you can break out.
Wait, Trent.
Mhm.
eBadio, we have a partnership with Crypto Analyzer. If the link is in the description.
Yeah.
The link's in the description. It's free for another 25-ish, 20-ish, 25-ish days. So you should sign up right now and get an account created because, dude, it's a pretty wicked tool. And I think it's really going to teach a lot of people how to trade and give them constant setups.
Completely free. You can have AI analyze any point in the top 100 right now. You can see all of these stats at a glance. And you can also aggregate all the top news. So I can click view all right here and aggregate it across platforms. If I click on one, it's going to give me an AI summary of it, but I can always go to the source.
And also, because we work so close with this new sponsor that we could have him come on, we'll probably do an AMA interview with him. And so you can come on and ask him questions like the dev, you know. I mean, how often do you get to do that?
Yeah. And, you know, again, right now it's completely free. You can make an account and, you know, and be good to go. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no reason not to take advantage of it when it's completely free. It's not gonna. Once you have your free account, you have your free account for life, I believe. Like, you know, he's gonna charge like $9.99, but it's in beta right now, so he's allowing people to come in for free because, you know, those people help.
He likes this.
It out. Yeah. So coming in on the I'm gonna hop back over to TradingView just because I'm gonna have to go in a minute. I mean, you're welcome to stay on a little longer if you want.
I'll probably jump off the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Or roughly the same.
Let me see the 1 minute.
You're not on there.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm completely off. That's okay. What's on your mind?
I was gonna show eBadio my trade.
Oh yeah.
So also eBadio, I called this yesterday on the live and we crushed it. Okay. So on the 1 hour, where am I at? I think it was actually we made the trade on the 24 minute. The 24 minute. I even told Trent about this off stream. We looked at the double bottom snake eyes right here, and the strength was so low. Even though we were still in the oversold territory, it was curving up. We literally put a trade in on this doji candle and went to sleep on it. No stop loss because we're degens like that. Don't recommend it. Not financial advice. Had the sucker, man. We ripped up to here. I was still sleeping. Came down. I woke up, dude. And we were right around here, and I was like, dude, that's money. Closed my trade out. It was $10 on 20x leverage. Woke up with 77% gains, but I closed at I think 68 because I was kind of watching it. I think that was like 77, but then it came down a little bit. But I was like, fire, bro. Straight fire. It was a good call. And I'm actually looking at it right now, thinking about getting into another trade. I'm not sure if we're having a scenario like this play out over here and we should expect another dump because the VWAP doesn't look like it wants to have the gas to shoot up. You know, like over here, when it shot up, you kind of had that dramatic curvature to kind of give it that. But right now, it's not really super dramatic. But I guess we will see, you know. Maybe we end up hopping the trade. Maybe we won't right now. But this was a good trade for us, though. Good trade setup. And then with Bitcoin, a quick rundown. On the daily, we did point out, was it the daily trend or was it like the Oh yeah, it was daily. We're having bearish divergence right now on the daily. So like Trent was pointing out, we could see some lower 94,000 ish or 90,000 come back down, touch the 21 EMA. But not to be afraid, man. We've had a good run from 74 or 75 or whatever we were at.
So, hey Tyler, if I go ahead and run right now, do you want to share any last thoughts before you sign up, or do you want to just sign us off?
I thought you had 12 more minutes.
Well, I'm gonna try to get over there at 8.
Oh my gosh. You're late yesterday, and he's gonna be leaving me early today. Can you guys believe this? Let me read this article, and then we can get off if that's okay.
Yeah.
And one more, Trent. One more article. That's it. Can we come over here to Coin Tell the Truth? Yes, guys, you heard that right. Coin Tell the Truth. Okay, so we take it with what you want to take it with. A baseball bat, a machete, I don't know. Bitcoin is a matter of national security. Deputy CIA Director. Deputy CIA Director Michael Ellis comments on reflect Bitcoin maturation as an asset, but conflict the cypherpunk philosophy. The U.S. Central Intelligence Agency is increasingly incorporating Bitcoin as a tool for its operations, working with cryptocurrencies as a matter of national security. Michael Ellis, the agency's deputy director, told the podcast host Anthony Papiano. On appearance on the Market Analyst and Investors Now, Ellis told Papiano that the intelligence agency works with law enforcement to track BTC, and it is a point of data collection in counterintelligence operations, Ellis added. Bitcoin's here to stay. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. As you know, more and more institutions are adopting it, and I think that is a great trend. One that this administration has obviously been leaning forward into. Leaning forward into. It's another area we don't need to read that. Although Ellis comments point to Bitcoin maturing as an asset, they also reflect an increasing involvement of governments and institutions in Bitcoin cryptocurrencies. This increased involvement runs contrary to the libertarian cypherpunk ethos originally inherent in crypto. U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order establishing a Bitcoin strategic reserve on March 7th. Bitcoin and all right, never mind. I was gonna say that Trump made that thingy where he said he wants to make crypto the U.S. crypto capital of the world. It's crypto and AI. That's what I was gonna say. Establish a Bitcoin strategic reserve as March 7th to mixed reaction from Bitcoin community. Bitcoin Magazine CEO David Bailey celebrated the move, while Venice AI founder and BTC advocate Eric Voorhees warned against the government owning any Bitcoin, but added if the U.S. government is to adopt any crypto reserve, it should be Bitcoin only. Concerns the cryptocurrencies have lost their cypherpunk roots predate the current market cycle. Any strategic reserve legislation or comprehensive regulatory frameworks for digital assets. In March 2020, Teresa Chambers, a former director of retail and regulatory investigations of the United States Kingdom Financial Conduct Authority (FCA), argued that cryptocurrencies had become increasingly financialized and institutionalized. Chambers added that digital assets were behaving far more like traditional financial instruments that privacy-preserving tools they were initially billed as.
If I hop off, can we do the sign off?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a final beer rating though, but I'm not gonna slam it because I'm not skilled like you.
All right, but I'm gonna run out the door right now though, just to get there on time.
Okay, fine. I'll do our beer rating later, guys. So I just want to say, Trent, go catch that bus. We love you. We'll miss you. Guys, don't forget to smash that like. Saturday special coming up, so expect an early show. Not down, but up. Not down, but up. Hit the subscribe bell in the corners. Come check it out. Hit the notification, turn it on. Help us get this YouTube algorithm up because it is tedious to do on our own. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great night. Enjoy your Friday. Bitcoin, go to the moon, and as soon as it can. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.